Check. 1, 2. Oh. I'm just gonna give y'all that. But shout out. What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? Oh wait. Let's run back the other one. I just love the intro. All right, just give me that. Give me the intro. Y'all, I miss the intro. All right, I miss it. No, I had to do it. We haven't been here in a while. What's up? Welcome back, everybody, and welcome back to Everything Tarot. It's your boy Niko, the Sun Leo V. You're back over here in the place to be, and we never look back. Right? We just keep going forward, one step at a time, one day at a time. But I don't know. I don't know if anyone's gonna show. Probably someone shows, but I wanted to do the show to do the show, right? For the peeps, for the people, and just to, I don't know, come out, show out. Maybe the time's right. Maybe you got a question. If so, drop it in the chat. Otherwise, I'm going to read a general. We can get something for the Halloween vibe. And, I don't know. Well, we'll see. Once the cards get it going, the people get it flowing. Right there. But how was your Halloween? Y'all chilling. It was a quiet night tonight, I have to admit. I didn't hear too much going on. But yeah, I'm gonna get these generals up for collective. Let me see what's up for my peeps. Oop, just gonna come right down. 9-9. Shout out for those that know, right? For those that are looking to grow. 99, something about a reciprocity there. Completion, right? 9 being the biggest number. Sure. Opportunities of growth. But let's see. So courage, picking up courage out here, right? Being called to be courageous. Perhaps we've lost ourselves or are looking to find the right frame of mind, the right perspective for us. Integrity. Sat in reverse in the past. Dang. So we're coming back around to doing what we said we wanted to. Doing what we said we were, right? Leaning on that core strength, that character coming back. There's something perhaps that we've let go. Maybe it missed its time. It wasn't the right time, but I feel like, it's time to tune in, right? Turn on, tune in, and play a chance, play fate, right? I feel like there's something here for you to find an inner strength or inner courage to start something again, right? To try it again, picking something up. And it's just a matter of a decision. So I feel like maybe this is something you turned away from and something you're turning back to now. It is harvest and the outcome. This is satisfaction, right? This is bounty. It's here for you. I have a sense that it never left. You just had to have the courage to go find it, right? To innately know that this was yours, that this was your situation, that it was always in the palm of your hand. So it stands on you to stand up and stand true, even if it takes courage to find the light. Growth in a hidden position, and so maybe that's what's been tricky, right? It's finding your place, a foothold, a handhold to climb out of, or to start something new, right? Or to finish things off, to close out a cycle, to let something go and begin again. Forgetting who you were, or maybe the parts that you never felt, that never made sense. 9-9, it's giving mirroring energy. Two sides of you, two sides of the same coin. I feel like you're finding your head on your shoulders. Embracing a sixth sense. Going with spirit. Yes, there's a disappointment in the past, but something's being illuminated. Change. Chains are breaking. I feel like you're breaking out of cycles, breaking out of this disappointment energy or lack. For some, I feel you could be disappointed in self. Thinking about your foundation or things we once had or expectations of where we should have been, things we should have received. But I feel like you're breaking out of even that line of thinking bigger. And stepping into something of a big picture energy. Going for something that you figured out. Something you've been working at that's taken a long time. It's introduced a lot of frustration here. But I think you're starting to see. And those changes are allowing you to come out of that cycle, set back in reverse, till you can finally be free, right? MR, shout out. How you doing? Hey. How you doing, love? I'm good. I just figured I'd do I don't know. I figured I'd show up for the Halloween, right? I'm good. I've been good. I've been so busy working on other projects, not tarot, unfortunately. But I do aim to get, I've always loved the channel. I always want to do tarot, so I'm here out of love. I'm here for love. Good. How's your Halloween? How's your day? Did you get out? Did you you had some you went out tonight? You had some fun? Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I just worked today, I just had some work going on, and that was, I figured I'd do a stream just to kind of celebrate a little bit. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know. I figured it's better to stay in anyway. Kind of too many crazies going on. Traffic running wild. But no, we're having fun. We're having fun. It's been a cool day. Sorting ourselves out to balance though. See, no setbacks. Balance coming in clear with the clarity, crystal clear. As we step into this harvest energy, right? Everything makes sense, and we're ready to reap the rewards of a new cycle that we've taken the courage to step into, right? Collective. Oh, if you like, I could definitely just, read for you if you want to donate. Shout out. Well met. It's amazing that we link, in the big world, big wide world. Somehow we found each other. Somehow we find each other. Mr. That's, you know, and also the timelines too. It's just, it's been a while. It's been that time. It's cool. You are very cool. Negativity in reverse, so positive outlook. Collective, this is a beautiful reading for us, for our Halloween read. I see this, it's giving pivot. It's giving pivot kind of energy, right? It's giving pivot, and it's giving, figuring something out to flip the script. And, maybe see things in a different light, or better yet, I like to think figuring it out, right? Just getting it right, and then getting what we want out of this harmony, balance, and clarity. And that includes that courage. I think once we get it, that courage piece comes in, and we're like, we can go for it because we're there. That's how I feel. That's. I think so. Anyway. Yo, I got you, MR. Thank you so much, love. Cool. Let's check out so, collective, I think we're there, you know. Yeah. Anything else for collective as a ride out? I think, I think you have everything within collective. It's a seeker in reverse, but I feel like you don't need to seek anymore. I feel like you just got to following intuition with this narrowness and this 9 coming out again for the 9 of crystals. So I feel like it's just coming to a point of what you know, and knowing and following that is going to lead to your growth, right? So following your intuition, and there's a link there, and it's like you will grow. You have everything within you to grow. So you are the growth. All of that growth are like things within you that are changing. We're right there. MR, we got you on the board. Love. You got us at the top of the night. Shout out. So what can we do? What is the question for you on the eves? And thank you for the donation, love. Super appreciate you. You are the best. She's the best. Okay, she got some work. She got some money coming. Looking out for the promotion. Now, normally I like to go with the angel card. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be honest, because they're a little more straight to it. I think we're hiding over here. Cards. Well, I'm just gonna have to bear with some tarot. Indeed. Angel answers. Wow. Death at the top of the reading suggests no right off the bat. Integrity in the past says you're doing your job and you're looked at with, as a 9 energy, right? Strong, sure. I mean, completely, in that deserving, entirely deserving feel. Art suggesting that, I don't know, I feel like they're looking at bottom line. Is it a numbers thing? It's just like a budget thing, or income, revenue. The thing is, we got the compassion, and so that's where the art does not hit the compassion. I'm getting that the art is your energy. It's even got the hands up. It's like, please, right? It's like, can ya, right? But I feel like this is giving like the boss energy right here, right? It's like kind of a flick of the wrist, like, right? With that compassion in reverse. So I feel like your art is not being appreciated, or is not being received with compassion, and it's meeting death energy right over here, and it's saying, nah. We even got this black feather I'm picking up, which is just like that's the opposite of the phoenix feather. But integrity, it weighs heady. Dang, you're showing up with good energy, though. You're showing up with, like, real strong. Feels like they're kind of, like, that's, hidden aspect, aspiration, sat in reverse. So if your aspirations were hidden. So this is something you're really trying to grow with. So this is definitely like disappointing right here, because you are aspiring over here, right? Death to your aspirations. It's for the hidden to be seen. You got to reverse it, right? I always flip the hidden. But 10 of Wands growth energy here. Dang. Suggests like maybe more. That there's something more you can do. That there's more you can achieve. There's more growth here. So maybe it's not give up energy on the clarification. 10 of Wands. I mean, of this deck, it's growth. In every other deck, it's usually burden. But in the Voyager Tarot, it's growth, which is nice. Growth energies. I can pull those cards up. Let me grab those Angel Answers cards for you. I don't mind to do so. I just gotta dig them out. It was the initial one I wanted. Here they are. I have so many cards, I had to pack them up. Well, that's kind of what I was getting with this growth aspiration energy here. It's giving patience, right? I feel like it's not going to happen now, certainly with the death energy, unfortunately. And the in compassion in reverse, it's like I'm getting that like your request, because with that 3 is like an opportunity, in reverse is like a rejection of an opportunity, missed opportunity. That's like a no. With the death, art, I feel like is the subject, is your like This is what I'm offering. This is what I've done. My beauty, my work, right? And you also have the hands, which is a solid hit there. And then integrity set in the revert in the here. I just feel like, is it hard to move up? Have you had difficulty in the past? Is that like a rock on the shoulder kind of a thing? Or is that just a black feather kind of nod to death? Like, that's just sticking out to me for some reason. I don't know why here. But regardless, this is integrity, right? And this represents good work. This is a solid card and proceeding further. So this is also a progress, ambition kind of card. Let's pull. I have them here. Yep. Well, you know what? I like these cards. People don't always read these, but I like these, man. Promotion time. Perfect timing. Interesting. So you're going to get your answer, but maybe it's going to stir the pot. Maybe this will put you on the radar, or you're going to find out what you need to find out in order to make that progress. So, I don't know. Maybe shaking that tree a little bit. Anything to clarify that perfect timing? You know, all the times you give me, you're just going to say perfect timing. Well, it doesn't seem like perfect timing if it's not going to work out, you know? You're ready. See, it's giving that now energy. Interesting. Maybe it's to step into this growth that's going to get you that promotion, and you're ready to step up. Maybe that's the energy that you're coming in, that you need to come in with, and maybe that's the perfect timing for they want to see somebody step up. So maybe that space is being made for you, right? It's being cleared as you move into it. Now, whether you're just going to step directly into it, or, you know, you're going to work your way into it, but it's giving an energy of like, go for it or say something. It's giving like a now kind of a time. Take action. I mean, the thing is, these are like, these are timing cards, and everything really wants to say now. There's a card in here that says within months. This is perfect. You're ready. Take action. Like, just go for it. Thought I was going to get it in October and didn't, so I talked to my boss's boss about it, and now she's rethinking. Well, maybe. And maybe this is like a time to really show yourself off, right? You know, show off how good of a job you're doing, or really like just take initiative on those projects. You know, I feel like your reputation is solid. Your reputation is coming solid here. And I don't know. Death's the death. Maybe that's the no, right? Maybe that's the no. And flipping that compassion, finding the compassion here. I feel like the integrity of what it is that you do and how well you do it. Nice, you know, it's a nice job with the art, right? It's a work of art. All right. Pay the girl. All right. She's an artiste out here. Aspirations. I see growth. This is growth energy. 10 of Wands, major growth energy. Especially in this deck. I see commitment here. You wanting to grow. I feel like you can grow with that here. Just this compassion. It you know, that's the way a promotion is. It feels like it's easy no, but then it's really not an easy no. So I'd like to see them find the compassion back towards it to you. Advice, you know, some love for my love. Disappointment, sun in reverse. Coming back to it. I think don't let any kind of disappointment, I feel like, throw you off your, keep you from yourself, or showing that disposition, showing your sunny side. I feel like you win them with the sweetness. You win them with the work. You win them by shining. You shine. You gotta shine so bright. All right, you gotta shine bright, standing on that integrity and this art of what it is that you're bringing. All right. Even in the face of what might be disappointment. Maybe this is disappointment, energy hanging over this, right? But you gotta shine. You just gotta shine. You gotta shine on, shine on. All right, taking pride in what you do. Logic defeats the disappointment. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, right? Think it through, do good, get good, produce results, timing, right? So I feel like timing's key, whenever you like wrap something up or turn something in, maybe that's that time to really show that off. Equanimity, maybe trying to understand yeah, that's what I'm getting. Things get just a little bit brighter, you find a little more cheer. I mean, sun was in reverse. All right, we fixed that, but yeah, reverse that sun, feel that sun energy reverse on you, being hidden and then coming to the surface, coming to the light, having that glow about you, being someone they want to promote, they want to, have around, kind of a thing. Show that charm. You're so charming. The equanimity. Thinking like understanding, thinking like, that's like a I see you kind of energy, And then being that right mirror, being that right extension of what it is that they're, that they want. You know what they want. You know what they're looking for. You know how they think, And just being that useful, right? If you could do that, that's what it is that I think they want you to tap into. Because that's going to allow them to go further and to, make everybody shine, make the team shine, And then they're going to be able to have the justifications, or it's going to, make some stuff shake, You're going to be kicking ass. Getting promotions. Posting out good work. You've got the respect. But I think there's logic. I think you can figure something out, right? That you can step into, something that you've had all along. I always say it. Run back the collective reading. Run back the collective reading. You are the collective. My love, absolutely. Of course. We wanted to get in there, and I hope that helped. For sure. Any takeaways on the ride out? Ace of Cups, ecstasy. I feel like it's no new direction. There's nothing new here. You're not taking new. You're keeping on. Keep forward. Courage sat in reverse. So have some courage. All right, we do want to find maybe some more courage in this mix. Let's see. This was in the main reading as well, so we're tapping into that card. Yo, Gene XO, what's up? Forever is like an understatement, yeah? Yeah, of course. I'm ready to dig. Let's dig. Yeah, opening up with some courage over here, and Hangman in reverse coming out. Not allowing yourself to get stuck or stopping or overthinking or overanalyzing something, I feel like. Right? All right, let's take a look at, you said you want to do integrity. Let's clarify for K. I think that's a fair ask. All right, we're looking for that K energies in the mix. You remember the AI music? Yeah, well, okay, I'm not gonna lie. We stopped at the volume 3. We got 3 volumes. And, well, that's what we got. But they are complete. They're uploaded. You could download them. They're on YouTube. We got them streaming. They're actually, I think they're in the description. They're in the description of this video. All right, so what's going on with K? How does K feel about? Easy. Scratching. No, I didn't want it. What's going on with K? Ooh, easy. I'm not doing it. I want a fresh pull. Rejoicer. Okay, cool. Cool. We'll take it. So, I mean, this is happy energy. This is good energy. All right. I'm hoping she feels this way about you. This is a good place to feel. Rejoice. Thankful for you. You being someone who's capable, right? Seeing like, okay, like, oh, good. MR's got this, right? M's got this. I don't have to, so that's a great place to be. That's what you want. Like I said, you coming in strong. Integrity is a 9. 9 is high, top marks. Top marks with the 9. You're not missing with the 9. 9s don't miss. All right. Integrity. That's the best word in the world. Is integrity. You do what you mean. You mean what you do. Oh, nice. Well, or she or he. Okay. Well, the K is a he, but good. As long as But rejoice energy. We'll take it. Beautiful energy. Yeah, Gene. I appreciate it. We've been working on it. Shoot. I would still like to throw some more out there. Genuinely, what was your impression of that AI music, though? Tell me, because I'm curious. Like, did you think it was too far? It was too much? I mean, I was ahead of the trend. I was way ahead of the trend, right? Like, we weren't even tapped in on that. Wow, you are like a fan. Gene, I can't believe you noticed this new deck. I can't believe she noticed the new deck. I'm done, y'all. I'm going off the stream. That's it. I'm closing down. All right. The screen's going to black. We turn off. I'm serious. What are you talking about? That's awesome. That's so cool of you to, yeah, it's the Voyager Tarot. We even got the book, y'all. All right, look. I had to get the book. Just in case you want to check it out. It's a thick book. It's a long book, y'all. I haven't finished the book. I have not finished the book. Yeah, MR, it's cool. It's a good time. It's a good vibe for sure. Oh, you the best. You cool. You cool. You're real cool, Gene. I F with you. For real. You the team. Both of y'all. Y'all are both awesome. But this rejoicer energy, is there anything else here? Well, give us a little bit more. Anything else on this K's? How does this K, the gentleman, feel about the MR? You know, she want to, get her, oh man, she say we Leos. You know me like the back of my hand. You the best, Leo. What's up with the Leo tribes? I'm telling y'all, we a fun time. We a fun time. That's all I know. That's all I know. We're a fun time when we get around, right? Oh, you're the best. She's the best. Tapping into this K energy though. You know what? So moon in reverse, excellent. That's like we're open with our emotions, right? Moon upright is like things are hidden, like you don't know how I'm feeling about you. You know what I mean? Like we got secrets. But moon in reverse is like we're cool. Like you could read me. I'm gonna tell you what it is. All right, that's cool. Dullness in reverse. All right, you're a good time. You're spicy. All right, you're spicy. He likes that. He likes it as spice. Okay. Yeah, like you are. You're not dull. All right, let's start there. That's awesome. Not boring. Super cool, someone that he can like open up with. He doesn't have to be like stiff or like weird with, because you're not giving that weird energy. Narrowness, but I do get that he's business. Maybe he's very like business minded, straight laced, like no games, no deviation. This came out in that read as well in the general read. There's so many links with the general read and your read. I'm always blown away. I'm just like kind of building the scaffolding, if you will, with the general, and I'm like, all right, like this is what it is, sure. And then it like all of it sticks, and I'm like, oh, that's what the general was talking about. That's what the general was on about. This narrowness, and it brings the cards back too. But yeah, because this right here, this narrowness is like, he's all business, straight and narrow path. So like, I don't know, you're gonna get the deal. But maybe that's the fun of it, It's the fun of doing it right. It's the fun of the integrity. It's all about the integrity, right? It's the wonder. It's the magic of the business, of the narrowness, of the middle path, right? Of that achievement, of just doing it, of busting it out, of getting it done. And there's power. There's magic in that. And the magic of when the wheels turn, everything clicks into place, everything makes sense, there's flow. That's energy, that's money, right? That's money for everybody. Everybody getting promotions, right? When you getting everybody else promotions, you getting promoted. That's just a team. That's just a winning team at that point, right? Now I don't know, esoterically, economically, because I'm a trader, all right? I do a lot of trading. I'm into the markets and such, but I think about NVIDIA, and I'm like, those employees got to be winning, right? They're tapped in over at NVIDIA. But that's got to be a hell of a team, right? That's got to be a serious team over there. They're not playing games over there at NVIDIA. I don't know. I'm sure AMD does a nice job. But NVIDIA won, right? NVIDIA, they're like popping champagne for like lunch breaks. I don't know what they're doing at NVIDIA, but they're, right? They're a team. They're a team. They're winning. They're winning. I don't know what's going on, but Jensen Wong had to pull out the leather jacket because he said we're the bad boys of the tech world. And for that, I'm with them. I mean, it's just hilarious. This is awesome. This is excellent. Yeah, you're not kidding, right? No, like for real. Like that's real. That's actual factual. I don't think Barron can make a wrong move. He just gets to be between Barron Trump and Nancy Grace, right? I don't think we have to even worry about trade. We just copy trade them. But that's hilarious. Too funny. Yes, yes. But tapping into that energy, tapping into the energy of success, right? We want to be winning. And you could be part of that winning team. When you are a part of that winning team, you don't chase promotions, promotions chase you, right? Shout out, shout out. That's what we're talking about, right? We different. We different. I'm trying to say. But that's what I got for you, love. That is what I got for you. All right. So tap into that. I think in that same way, don't stray too far from the path. All right. This guy's about his business, and so I feel like, when you're around him, you want to be about yours. Fair. And I think that's got you. Definitely, definitely, definitely. And thank you for the donation. You're number one. You sure are. She got the crown and everything. You're the top fan. Best believe. Best believe. Well, what's up? What's up? We actually got some people in here. We got 7 cats over here out in Everything Tarot. I hope we're coming in loud and clear on the Crazy Daisy audio rack. Y'all, I built the most insane setup, and then I didn't stream for like 6 months. You know how crazy that is? I spent 6 months building this microphone in setup. I invested so much. I would show it to you. I would show it to you, but it would be just, I can't even, I'd have to take off the camera and everything. It's ridiculous. Y'all, it is the most insane audio setup. I'm obsessed with y'all having a good sound, and I hope that this sounds right, because I always review everything, and if it's not good enough for me, I pull it, because I don't like the crunch, I don't like the background, though. It's got to be good. Anyway, but y'all, throw out some questions. Let me do some readings. We got some people. We got some, people are live. Like, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm just talking the talk. Oh, I've been so busy with life. I had hoped that I would have more time to like switch gears and find that space for me to like, switch over into the tarot direction. But it's fine. It's fine. I'm going to uh, pick up the paces and get back with the tarot thing. I love this. I love this. This is so much fun. This is a freedom for me to be able to come on here and interact with y'all. And oh man, we start building up these readings again. It was. We're here. We're here for it. And you know what? We do the live thing. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about it, but Everything Tarot, the public loves the lives on Everything Tarot. Who's doing live readings? I never see anybody on YouTube doing a live reading. I know they're out there, but I don't see too many of them. Jean is asking, may I ask what I's feelings and next actions are towards me? We got you. We got you. We got you. Yo, what's up, DJ? DJ out here. DJ Forecast. We see you. Damn, I haven't read these in so long. Wow. You know what? I'm gonna do a full bridge on these, but yeah, man, yeah. Thailand. Shout out to Thailand. Thinking about I. No. If anything, I would love to pursue a trading career, to be honest with you. I've been trading up a storm. I've been writing code and just doing all types. I'm way deep in the trading thing. Like, talk your ear off about that. But this is always just, it's a calling. It's a calling. What's up, Lily? And I think I recognize you. I think I've seen you before. We got people waking up. Everybody coming out. See, I knew the late night stream would hit. I knew people would be about the late night streams. And of course tonight, everyone's up tonight. Why not? May I ask what I's feelings and next actions are towards me? With commitment on the mind, Could be thinking about an engagement, something to do, right? Not sure what, or I feel like not sure what you want to do. So we're stuck. Yes. But we would like to do something. What's up, Taz? How you doing? I like that name. I like the name Taz. Taz. That's fun to say. Taz. Lilith, I am enjoying the night. I'm enjoying the microphone and the I don't know, the world. Jeez, the cards. It's good to be alive. It's so good to be alive, literally. It's good to be live as well on the air. It's daybreak here. Fascinating. You're on like the other side of the world. You're in like Japan or something. Let me see. Where could you be? Where would you be? You are in, you know what, the UK Open. You're in the UK. You're in the UK. You're over the pond. You said daybreak. Right, because that's when the market's open. So yeah. I know. Outcome is growth, though. So either way, he's moving towards you. I feel like, or wanting to get in your direction. New subby. Well, great to have you, Taz. Your smiley face is all I need. You've come bearing gifts, and that smile is wonderful. It's just wonderful. Smile right back. Close enough. Yeah. Well, I'm just across the pond, I should say. Yeah, who knows? But that's a cool place of the world to be in. Don't color me jelly. I am happy for you. That sounds super cool. I would be super into being over the pond. I don't know. I'm getting like there's some confidence missing in the situation here, right? I don't think that they're not lacking confidence. It's just that they don't. Maybe they don't think they get how you tick just yet. Can you tell me more about? You know what? Oh, shout out to Jean for writing up the list. I want to do a fresh one. Let me do a different spread here. I'm going to do the 1, 3, 2, 1. I just like to be positive with the peeps. So give us a concerning, and then just give us a 3, 2, 1, eh? I miss these. These are so worn. You can barely read them. You can barely read them. They're so worn. Look at that. But these are the classic. They're worn for a reason, eh? Okay, so I can only work with what you give me, what we're trying to put out there. But I will work with what we have. So, what are I's next actions towards the genie? Let's find out. Feelings and actions towards the genie. Let's see. So 19 in reverse, something official in reverse. Maybe we're just keeping it casual. All right. Now, let's see. Compass. This is star energy here in the base. Dang. Spirit gonna put it out there like that. No, you don't. Spirit. Ugh. I did not come for the tea. I'm here to... this is a happy read. This is a happy place. Spirit. I don't know what you're trying to, Maybe we're not too clear on things. All right, let's just maybe we're just not too clear on things. All right, with what exactly we're having. I'm just getting more casual. All right, let's casual. Right. So yeah, I get that they're trying to get lucky over here. Okay, absolutely, but they don't know how to. We got the book again at the top. You literally can't go wrong. This is like, oh, I mean, I get it. Yeah, I mean, well, it is what it is. All right, so casual, looking to get lucky, definitely interested and sexually attracted. New opportunity. Maybe this is a new person, or I don't know, would like to try something new. Let me see, 3, 6, spiritual connection. Okay, so maybe leveling them up spiritually. They like your spirit. All right, that's cool. Y'all got a connection like that. But 14. 14. I'm not really worried about 14. So the growth energy is in reverse. That's why because it's not going anywhere. Okay, I get that. But knowledge in reverse. So really the main thing is that maybe you could give him a hint. So he has. Okay. It kind of seems all over the place a little bit. Then give me a little more about this reverse on the something official in the compass. See right there, but he's not the man that he wants to be or something. I don't know. I don't know what that. See, we got the triple. I don't know. There's something where he's like, I think he's figuring that part of it out. All right. That could be a dig, but I'm definitely getting like, there's more there. There's something there. I just, don't know what. I do have these cards, but I don't need to necessarily know. So maybe that's it. He needs to slow down. Maybe this is an actual compass. Maybe his literal compass is spinning, and he needs to not travel anymore. And maybe this is why he doesn't feel like it's official, because he can't play that role. He can't be there and do that. So that can make sense. See, that can only work with what you give me. And so if he can be there, he can have, I don't feel like necessarily provide, but be there. And be a structure, right? Then he can be there. You know what I mean? Like if he's not there, then he's not there, So then he feels like he's not there, which he isn't. Fairly put. So I could see that. He's like, I can't because I'm not even there. But maybe he wants to, right? So that's complicated, and I feel like there's something to figure out as far as that goes. Santana, what's up and happy Halloween? There you go. Somebody said it. Now it's official. Now it's a Halloween party. I told y'all it's for the real ones. Only the real ones, I might not come out for 11 months, but I show up. I show up, okay? So, anyway, I mean, this is what I'm seeing. 2 splits. As far as, what he's going to do with you, he's a traditional type, eh? And so maybe that's the key, that's the linchpin to the situation. Again, I also feel like one and the other, so if you'd figure that out, that'd make a lot of this a lot easier, wouldn't it, Mr. You got the cape and everything, right? It's Sawane? That's how you pronounce it, eh? Sawane? With the little, Well, see, no, then this is gossip in reverse, so he's not undecided about it. He's sure, right? I think he knows, but he knows how it goes. He knows the flows. And so that could be the change. The key that's needed to the master change, really, to unlock all of this forbidden book of knowledge here. I don't want to be Mr. Smooth, because I can't show up and build this family how I want, because I got to go travel for some work stuff. I mean, anything for you. All right. So I'm looking at this. I'm looking. Aye, aye, good sir. Yes, shout out. Shout out to shout out. That's how you say it. Saw Wayne. All right. Shout out to the old ways. You know, randomization. Why am I getting pick the lock, Turning, right? Turning, tumblers, I think they call it. Are they tumblers? The little picking the lock, if you will. Pressing the buttons. I feel like you win his spirit with that 6 energy again. That 3 and 9, that 6 energy. I mean, it's for his own good. It's for his own good, I feel. Dang. Not like that, huh? See, this is the opportunity card. This is the other people card, so. I don't know. Oh, well, maybe this is the so-and-so. See, this is the so-and-so card. I don't know. Maybe somebody getting married. Maybe so-and-so's getting engaged or something. I don't know. I don't know how this works in. But maybe, just maybe. There's some type of, like, indication, a flag, something that he can, like, realize. And be like, huh. The fish swims. It travels in the stream. It comes in with the opportunity, with the random. It comes in with the random. I'm not saying it has to be a point. This could be just off the cuff. Interesting deck. Gives it time. Time. Always time. But this isn't on its face here. So I don't know. It does seem like something that he realizes more so. I feel like it's something he realizes, maybe realizes other people, Is this a direction? I feel like, we've landed in this direction, but is this where we're at with you, or are you more interested in, seeing him soon? You know what I mean? Maybe I've gone out of left field here. I don't know. I'm just getting the two kind of energies here. That's kind of like, in the recesses of the subconscious. This is more like, Sunday night. We could just be friends and colleagues if nothing more happens. I suppose so. There is an interest here. I will say that. I just know that with this, there's an interest here. But with this, maybe he's not sure how necessarily to proceed. With this, I feel like it's really not moving forward unless you move it forward. I feel like you got a breadcrumb. All right. You got a breadcrumb, or, throw out like a shot, opportunity, something like that for him. That might be a possibility. I don't know. You gotta like really like tee it up. What do they call it? Not like softball, not even softball. What is the one with the like a wiffle ball? Wiffle ball, with a wiffle ball bat, and they like set it on top of the little, the little stand, right? You got your little stand. You set the little wiffle ball up top. You're like, pop, right? And they balance it, and they gotta hit up. You gotta tee it up for them. I feel like. Thank you, Serpent Son. You gotta tee it up, I feel, and that way he can just knock it out the park. Help a brother out. If you want to go that route. Because otherwise, something's not being revealed here. Yeah, well, I don't know. It'd be the Me Too thing or something. I don't know. He's got, there's something in the head here. See, you know what? I mean, it really is though. It really is. I say that because this is also workplace. This is official, right? This is not official business. This is not official. This is off the books right here. All right, and so this is why this might be a non sequitur. You know, it might be like, well, look, I'm at work, so she's off limits, kind of a thing. He might just won't do it unless he feels like he's got the green light. And that might be the switch. Once he feels like he's got the green light and like, okay, I'm not gonna end up in HR for shooting my shot, you know. Even if things don't work out or whatever, but maybe feel like he can't even proceed because he don't want to be a creep. All right, because that's where things go, you know. And he's like, I don't want to, you know. We're cool. I can open up to her, but you know, we're still co-workers. And it's hard to take that one off the table, I feel like. I think that's the only challenge. That's the only challenge you got here, right? So if you could break through and, you know, give him that green light. Give him that green light. Be like, hey, you know, I don't know, what are your... I'm not saying you got to ask him out. But maybe you could pay him a compliment. Because, I mean, you got to think, you know, as much as he might want to, you know, just see where things go, right? Just see where things go, or just, you know, have fun, or, you know, whatever, right? But if he's not going to risk the bag, you're not going to mess up the bag. Can't, nah, you know. And, you know, I think that's where things have gotten to. It's a powder keg type of situation that if you're not really sure, if it's not like, she's not super into you, then you're not 100%. Depends on how you approach that confidence. And, you know, it depends on your situation. But everybody has different work houses too. People work differently. You know, there's some people that are more themselves at work. And there's some people that are not themselves at work, right? And there's somebody totally different when they're outside of work. So work can be a funny kind of thing. And then you get, you know, going with the money and people's like stability, their living, and, you know, you tend not to want to, you know, where you sleep, right? Where you eat, type of situation. Not to say that people can't be cool. And so I think you just got to be like, you just got to be cool. And then fill that one out. Fill that one out. But I don't know. I think the most direct way really is just to like pay a compliment or let your eyes hang for like just a touch longer. Like a 3-second, you know, kind of like a stare down. I don't know. It's going to feel like forever. But I think if you just give them that like that 3-second look them up and down type of thing, you know. Hey, I don't think there's much more needed. I don't, you know. Outside of that, then I think it just wouldn't really be. I don't think it would really be. I don't, you know, I would glow. I would glow. I would be excited, you know. But that's just natural. That's just natural. So, nature take its course. Nature take its course. You be open to it mentally. It'll be there for you in the physical. I definitely think so on that route, you know. And better, I could, you know, there's always room for possibility, right? And always room for things to get that much better. I do love that. I do love that for you. That's what I'm getting, all right? That's what I got for you, Gene. Shout out for you. We got another one. We got another question on the board for us. I think we did, actually. It was DJ. We're shouting out the DJ. DJ Forecast. Can I get a reading? I'm moving from U.S. to Thailand. Oh, very curious. I don't know. Maybe these. Maybe these. Oh, you're welcome, Gene. You're welcome, Gene. And thank you for coming through again. I can't wait to read for you again, and hopefully it will not be so long this time. stay subscribed, right? Stay subscribed, stay notified. We will be here, all right? We'll be here. We always be here. We love what we do. We work from love, right? And that's what we're here for. We're here for the love. We're here for the love, love. It's good enough. Love is enough. Despite what you may have heard or seen. I'm here to pick up the baton. I'm here to raise the flag, the torch. Love is enough. Love is enough. You got a mountain. You got a mountain. You got a well in reverse. You got bird. Tell me more about mountain, because mountain says everything about blocked, and I just... Oh, your top card was there. Mountain says everything about blocked. Really? And we got scythe set reverse. We could have cut down the mountain, but we're not cutting down the mountain. That would have been cutting down a mountain. And revealing an 11, a one true path. But we got 10. Now why do I have a 10 reverse set on this 11? DJ. Fox. Fox sitting reverse. You know, if I didn't read reversals, I would say that you might experience some type of delay, but you're going to find, a deeper truth that, a greater appreciation for having sorted it out, right? Or for having made it through some type of delay or challenge that you would carry with you. However, with this being reversed, me feeling like it's in reverse, I don't know, man. I'm getting that, like, you're, like, blocked or returned, or it's a travel question, and then you got mountain, and then you got cut in reverse, which was like, I'd cut down the mountain, but you can't cut down the mountain if it's in reverse. So I feel like you do not succeed at cutting down the mountain, and thus the mountain remains, thus blocking you from your path. Or you do cross the mountain. So it could be just like a lot of challenge and difficulty. This might be just a tough journey. It might take a lot out of you to get there, get through there. You've been through a lot. I don't know if, like, nothing's really made it easier, or whatever would have made it easier really didn't do so. And also with well being in reversed, it feels like maybe not as much as you would hoped. Maybe it's not as much opportunity as you would hoped or expected here. Gossip just means you've had a lot of thoughts in your head here. Fox, sit in reverse. See, Fox upright would be like curious, but in reverse is like not curious. So maybe it's something you assumed. Maybe it's something that you thought you, like, always knew, or just had a burning maybe desire for. I don't know if you're like, are you moving, or are you like visiting? Oh, I appreciate that, Gene. You know, I will. I still want to come through. You know, I'm only going to come through when the energy is true and right. And so I feel like that is the unspoken bond. You know, otherwise I don't have integrity. Otherwise my integrity's missing. So if it takes me 6 months to get back on here, for me to bring you the same vibe, and I can say, you know what, I got the same vibe. I'm not leaving them dry on the vibe. Then that's what was needed. That's what needs to be, because the channel's bigger than me. But on the same route, I gotta keep showing up, because the channel is bigger than me. You know, we're showing up for, it's even beyond these reads. It's for the people who see these reads too on the outside. When this thing goes out, you know, it's for the views after. Shout out. Anyway. First time moving abroad, expecting challenges. Okay, yeah, that's not totally what I'm getting. I'm getting like a sense of always wanted to, like, almost like that was just always the plan type of thing. There is no saying no. Like, it's like a given is kind of, I feel like was maybe your mindset here. Something you've always wanted to. But it's giving this like not curious, shallow kind of energy. So I feel like maybe it's just like because you think it's a good idea, but maybe you're not. Maybe you haven't looked into where you're moving to. Maybe it's like where you land that's the challenge. Or I'm getting it's going to be a challenge. I'm getting wherever you land, it's going to be a challenge. Maybe there's more like research or something that you're being called to here. Lay of the land, setting something up. This is a poverty card. You don't want to end up in poverty or without something, missing something. Moving, but movement in reverse. I'm just getting like, this is the stork moving away, but not new. It's not new energy. It's moving away. It's movement. Movement energy. Movement in reverse. Oh, you're going to Thailand. I'm thinking you're coming from Thailand. Bingo. Moving from US to Thailand. Okay. Duh. And Jean nailed it. So thank you, Jean. Actually, yeah, like, that's actually right on time. How did Jean know that? Jean, how did you know that? How are you so knowledgeable, Jean? Golly. Jean, that's awesome. That's awesome timing. I did. Shout out. Okay, so doesn't that all make sense, right? Like if you didn't, maybe you didn't know that about the rent thing that Jean was talking about, right? You didn't look too deep into that, and you weren't, curious, didn't ask the right questions. You run into a blockage that you can't cut down because it's an exception. You can't tear down that mountain. And maybe you didn't look too deep into this. And maybe you're worried about this, but you need to look deeper into it in the now before you run into a problem. Perhaps with that property situation. Paperwork, that kind of a thing as well. Just maybe, dot all your I's. You don't want to end up empty-handed, turned away. End up with nothing for the experience. Not being able to move. That's what this is, right? Movement in reverse, not moving. So no movement. You can't even move. You're not able to move, potentially. Anything else? Damn. Easy there. We got women reversed twice. I feel like you're looking for him. Damn. Is the one not in Thailand? Well, why I want to throw those reverse, though, I just do not know. Star, many, and... Okay, well... This is where you think, but then maybe not? Tell me more. A friend. I think you should look for friends. Look for someone that actually like you connect with. All right, this is what it is saying. All right, go for the friendship, not the beauty, my friend. Okay, don't go for the fast sex. Go for the friendship that has meaning and can connection and makes the world seem deep and real. All right, don't go for the fast cat. All right, don't do it, buddy. All right, put your get your head out the gutter. No, I'm kidding. But you know what I mean. Find you a good one. All right. Ooh, but he says no, he doesn't want it. He doesn't want to go that route. He doesn't want to go that route, y'all. It's all right, DJ. DJ, I know, DJ, but it's no good. They're no good for you, DJ. They're no good, my brother. They're no good. Get you a friend. Get you a good one. Get you a good one. I know you don't want it. Get you a good one. Get you a good one, DJ. Look into your moving situation. Get your details sorted, all right? You don't want to end up running into a mountain you can't cross. They won't let you into Thailand. Come on. Come on. You catch no fish. This DJ. Anything else? Anything else? Well, be yourself, all right? You don't need to be Mr. Brand New. Just be you. Just be you. You are more than enough, my friend. I'm here to say that. If I'm here to say anything, I'm here to say you are more than enough. All right. You certainly don't need to pretend to be anybody. You are the DJ forecast. I see. He wants a young one. And it is what it is. That's what we got. That's what we got for the brother DJ. All right. But no home, no house. Look into that living situation. Look into that living situation for it. That's what I got for you. All right. All right, DJ. That's cool. That's cool. Let's see. We had DJ Lilith. We got you up here. Shout out. Talk to me. Lilith. We have Lilith Phoenix on the board. Oh, Gene, you do the best list, by the way. I just gotta say. I know, yay. It's Lilith's turn. I really do need to show y'all this. It's a glorious setup. I don't know if it would fit though. If I pull those two, it'll work. Yeah, I gotta show y'all. It's glorious. Yo. Look at that setup. I was not kidding when I said we had some gear. Where are we at? Yo. Lovely. So yeah, what we're broadcasting on, folks. This is what I do for y'all. This is my labor of love. That's how I say I love you. In this microphone. Don't we go? What's up? But yeah, alright. Don't say that we don't do stuff. We do stuff. We do a lot of stuff. We worked hard for this channel. Now, can I get this screwed on? Yes. I know, now I gotta spin it. But yeah, y'all forgive my ADHD self, alright? I really wanted to bust out that shot, and I told y'all it would be a lot, but it was worth it. Alright, it was well worth it. Wow, look at that. We just landed right on time. Awesome. Well, it's all hardware. So literally I set the knobs and then forget it because it's all sitting there all set up. I mean, I can always audio in. I do have some ideas from more settings in the future. That's kind of I definitely played with it a lot. I got it really dialed in. It's a whole audio rack. So the thing's on wheels. It is like 10 units. It is all of like 15 grand. It's an insane amount of hardware, I'm telling you. It's the right way to do it. It's broadcast. It's replicated off of the BBC and like Howard Stern as far as like broadcasting and recording. So it's exact. Yeah, no, we went full deal. We went full deal for this sound. So I can't stand static or a cheap microphone. It's got to sound like a proper broadcast. It took 6 months. It took 6 months. There is 50 microphone cables in there. 50. How it's 50, I don't know, but it's 50. Like, there's $500 of microphone cables in there. It's insane. It's insane. I say 500. Literally a jungle. It's literally a jungle. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. I'm just proud. A little, hey, it cost me 6 months and all I got was a little shot. But hey, you know what? We do have a nice broadcast sound, so we get that for the future. That's for the future. Showing love. Anyway, just showing my heart to you guys. Anyway, you know, we got your question. Well, that's right here. All right, right here for you. I had an intuitive hit earlier this week for a job. Ooh, Spirit showing up. Nice. I want to ask confirmation from Spirit. Shout out. If it's the right thing to aim for. Well, we got to see. Interesting. What are you feeling partial to? I'm kind of feeling partial to the Voyager. I think the Voyager's calling me. It is podcast ready. Podcast coming in the future, coming soon. The Prendido podcast. Yes. You didn't know I knew Spanish. I don't really. But I have friends who know Spanish. That's the Lit podcast. All right, so we'll be here for the Lit podcast. We're going to be talking all things, Houston. Shout out to Houston. Over here in Houston. I don't know. Culture. Who knows, We're going to have a little, that's one with a friend, so we have a friend. Oh, well, I want to do more tarot lives. Like, don't get me wrong. I want to be here with Everything Tarot. I want to take this tarot channel to the moon, the sky, the stars, and beyond. We're here for it. I've already got decks, guys. I have decks designed. I need to print them, but I have them. Like, they have titles. They have titles on the cards. They have names. They're done. They're sized. We have cards. I don't even say we will have cards. We have cards. We have cards. We don't just have cards. We have 2 cards. We have 2. When I switch gears like massively. Okay, let me create a trading robot. I'm just on a different level. All right. I try to break off mountains. Literally, I'm just sitting on them. They're done. 78 cards. Freaking done. All right. I have look right here on the side. I got these. What's it called? These are the card stocks. So we can have the right feel for them. So they feel nice. What, you want the promo? You want the promo what? The S30? Or you want the S27? Right? You know what I mean? You want the beta? You want the beta finish? This one is not even out yet. Now the beta, right? You can't even see the beta. It's gone. Poof. MPC. A35. Thick. I mean, I'm a natural salesman, but catch my drift. Beautiful. We have it all dialed in with gilded edges with the... No, I don't know about that. That's the money right there to get the gilded edges. That is a lot. That's this is 40 of them. Dude, it's so many. Although I will be honest, I need to design the box, and y'all can hold me to that. All right? I need to get this freaking box done, and even if I gotta just slap the magician card on the back, and call it a day. That's what I need to do. That's what I need to do to get that out there. But the print's not even the issue. You know what's really hard is to make the freaking deck. I'm crazy. I tell you, I'm crazy, people. All right. You know what's difficult is making a deck. I did the deck. It's done. Yeah, I mean, it's not the easiest thing in the world to do the rest of it, but still, making the deck is definitely not. That's the bulk of the work. We've done the bulk of the work. I know. Thank you. Push me like I'm at the edge of a cliff. Push me. I need to fly. Darn it. But yes. It will come. It will come as we apply ourselves, so it manifests. So we bring it into existence. Yes. Moving forward, but talking to you. All right, these are your cards. This is what we got for your job skis. Feeler set on reverse. So maybe it's something, I don't know. Maybe this is something outside of your normal. Maybe. Potentially. I don't know why feeler was in reverse. You said you felt something, and then feeler comes out, and it's in reverse. And I'm like, well, you did intuit it, so this is your question, but feeler in reverse, maybe this is something that, like, you intuited, but it's kind of a drag, or like, why would I put myself through this kind of a thing? I don't know. There's something. Feeler was in reverse, but maybe there's a way I feel like you can have some fun. Like I'm getting like the attitude coming out. I don't know. Maybe this is like a squirrel. Right. Let's see. So setbacks set here in the past here. So maybe we're licking our wounds. Maybe something hasn't worked out here, or pivoting. All right. I've been loving that word lately. My word is pivot. I'm all about a pivot. All right. You take one thing and you re-angle it, and all of a sudden you got a much better angle. That's a pivot. I love it. I love a pivot. Because then things looking up, right? Players sat in the present. See this? You playing the game. This is you playing the game. Oh, okay. So yeah. So maybe this is so. I mean, it's definitely the opposite of the feels, because it would be like, ooh, right. I could see how you would not be feeling that. Player giving it a chance. I mean, there is this zombie aspect. It always sticks out to me a lot because it's such a sharp aspect in this card. It is here for it. Golly, I don't know, right? If that death, like, you're either like, but I don't know. You're playing the game. I don't know. Crisis hotline. Well, geez, that's like really deep. A helpline. I mean, you're like talking them down off the tree. That takes somebody. But then again, I don't know. Maybe that's them, and then this is you. And you're coming in with the reverse energy. That showing them, a spark, bringing a fire. The fire that doesn't go out. When your torch gets wet, and you gotta light that fire. Maybe you're that torch. Of course, Gene. You have a good night. For sure. I feel like maybe, and thank you so much for keeping up with that list too. You rock. You rock. I can't thank you enough. Have a blessed one. Have a beautiful night. All right. Look. You got this delusion out here. 10 of crystals in reverse, mind you. I think you can really be that potential. Delusion's bad. Delusion in reverse is good. I don't think you're delusional. In fact, I think you see something very clear that I think maybe a lot of people miss. I think with your intuition, your sight, your light, I just get you have a glow, you have a fire about you. Yeah? Like you just have, resilience. Even Lilith Phoenix evokes like a rebirth, like an undying fire, right? Even your portrait's red hair, but I you get all of that, like, well, the Phoenix is interesting because it's a mixture of the death and life energy, isn't it? It's a transmogrification. It's the transmutation, rebirth, all out and all back. I'm saying, I'm saying. A walk in between. And that's whenever someone's, I don't know, that's when someone's life is hanging in the balance, is hanging in the thread. It could go either way, you know. And I'm a firm believer that, I mean, there's a lot of greatness that can come out of a bottom. In fact, that's the most potent, place for change, you know. Um, that would put you in such a powerful position, such an important position. Uh, what a service, what a proud, powerful work to tap into, Lilith, even spiritually, right? I just feel like you could do a lot of good. You could really, like, I mean, you could save lives, like, on the daily, and change lives on the daily, and be that pivot, be that turnaround. I just, it tickles me. That's amazing. Like, it really is that's a serious charge on you. You know, I think it's worth more than gold. If I can say that. Right? It makes sense. When there's nothing, everything can become. Yes, clearing the way to allow to be, to become what you once were, what you always were. I mean, Lilith, it's a beautiful, beautiful, like, it gives the goosebumps. I It's powerful. I mean, especially in a modern day, talk about being connected. And I mean, literally a lifeline. It'd be a literal lifeline. And the real trick is like, oh man, somebody be in that position and then talk to someone who isn't you. Well, I mean, they're bound to, but not that one right person. In fact, there's so many right people. But still, to end up with a lump of clay, with the bucket of mud, with a sad sack. Like, I don't know, You're like, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I don't know, you're talking to a snitch or a monitor or something, I don't know. As opposed to someone who could offer, I don't know, uh, an actual connection, heart. Well, see, that's what I'm. Someone there just to collect a paycheck or just to, what? Like, it'd be very weak. It'd be very weak on me. So, I think it's powerful. I think it's powerful what you have the ability to tap into. It's not delusional. You have an ability to be a real player in the game, all right? To make an impact, make a difference, to if you want to affect change or, you would have that. You would do that. You're literally like, you know, You're in the game. I don't know. You're swinging. They're pitching their phone calls to you. If you will, you're the batter. I mean, batter up. You're out there. You're getting game time. You're gonna do it. Um, but yeah, this is something I feel like you got to get your head around, right? I think that's the trick. This is something that I think initially you're not feeling. You're like, hesitant. But I think you could get into feeling it, and maybe feeling much deeper. And I don't know. There's a fun in there, right? We have this same dichotomy here where I feel like they're not having fun, but I feel like you're having fun. And I feel like you're inviting them to have fun. And like if you could do that, then they could start to feel like you feel. And then y'all could all feel fun, right? You could all have fun. And so I'm thinking that's, and then things go deep and then we, understand or explore, get some type of insight or intuition. Kind of same kind of thing here, right? Where I feel like, this is zombie kind of saying, you're like, hey, like, why not, it's fun up here. And so then you can like enjoy that, tap into that. And maybe, I don't know, there's even this duality of 5 and 10 over here in the past and the future, right? And maybe your setbacks have given you some type of perspective to see that, I don't know, to see some type of clarity that these people are missing over here. It's very funny, these two dichotomies. It's like everything you found is everything that they need right here. I love it. I love it. And even if this didn't set you in the place for this, it was actually setting you up for the place for this. Right? I'm thinking that's how it's going. I'm thinking that's the flow here. And if you give it a shot, maybe this is it. A pin in your future to work towards it. I like that. Something to see, something to visualize, something to chew on, aspire towards. Think about it. Step into it. You might not be at that reversal. You might be in this, you're still in this space right here, right? It'll take time for you to come around to it, maybe. And I feel like to find the fun side of it, even though it's not fun at all. Like, I get it's not fun, but the outcome, but what you're fighting for is someone's life. And to really be that, like, that vertex, right? That turning point, that right? That transformation point for somebody. Where everything can really turn around for them by tapping in with someone who cares, knowing that somebody's out there that cares, hear them out, I think like lending your fire though, and I think that's just something of a energetic or spiritual, because it always is that way, isn't it? Where it's, they kind of like, not necessarily like water, with tears or crying or emotion or sadness, but it does like dampen, I mean, it is to the point where they're drowning. So it is, it is in a sense water, where they're drowning and the fires of life have kind of left, and they just got to dry off, they got to come out of that. Yeah, I just think there could be there's room for you. There's room for you. I think there's room for your heart, and there's room for God. I think if let people do good things, good works, the world will be a better place. I do not see the harm, for sure. I only see positive. I think that's special. I think you have a special attunement to honoring somebody's process and their spirit. And I think that's where you really shine. You know, someone who's tapped in on that level. People aren't. A lot of, many people are not. And they're certainly not going to be on get it in that way. And for the right person, you are indispensable. You are a gift. And you would not be traded. I promise you. So you're invaluable. You're invaluable. You could be absolutely indispensable in something that that gonna impact a very person's life, And that's it just means more than anything. It means everything to them. It means everything to them. My heart opens up to it. I mean, that's like the very best work I think there is. Healing people, helping, just connecting with people. Even that intention and putting that energy out there. I don't know. I'm at my best on this stream. I'll tell you that. I'm in my best self when I'm right here. So, this stream inspires me forward. It's like the changes I have to make, things I have to do, what I have to step into, and like just to occupy the space is like, it's challenges. It's challenges, man. So like, this is like delicious. Like I can't I'm just, over the moon for like 30 minutes. I can't settle down because I'm hyped. I'm hyped on that. But it's got to be real, right? It has to mean that to you. And so that you got to tap into that and you got to bring that because it's going to come right back. That's what you're walking into. So you're right. You're right to like be ready. You're right to be ready. You have to be ready. That way, when they pitch that ball, and they, and you're the batter, they're going to throw it full speed, right? It's not going to be a, training day. You're going to be there for it. So on that same level, if you're going to play, like, understand the game, I don't think anything about that's easy. Let's get that clear. Right? That's not easy. That's not easy. People can be very, especially then, chaotic, even guilty. Hard to phrase that right. I can lay guilt on someone, I guess. I don't know, Some, maybe, certainly not all, and I don't even like to take that angle on it, but it is potentially there, and I'm only looking out as like your back, right? For you not to get swept up in a guilt trip. That's what I was looking for. A guilt trip or like, I don't know. Just like, I don't know, people can be a lot. Sometimes you get that broken record thing. You know what I mean? Well, everything's like kind of negative that it follows itself. And then like, I don't know, you could get dragged into it. And then it's like comparing against you. And then it's like, well, kind of a thing. And it's like, well, that's not any good. That's not going to go anywhere. And it's like, because it's exactly like someone's drowning. And then they're like, they don't have a life jacket and they can't swim. And they always teach you this whenever you're like rescuing people like from drowning, right? And what they know is that if you have to do a rescue, you have to like go from behind and like save them out of the water, because if they're drowning, they will drag you underwater and they'll drown both of you, right? Because they're like trying to claw and like get out of the water. They can't swim, so you have to disable them and then rescue them out of the water, right? And they teach you this. It's interesting that emotions are water, and it's exactly like drowning and depression, and is much like being underwater, right? So you having to make that rescue dive, you know what I mean? You're having to rescue them, kind of a thing. I mean, maybe not exactly the same way, but understand, that people when they're drowning, they could, you know, I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. It makes sense a little bit for me. I just know that it's not easy work. All right, it's not easy work. People can lash out. All right, and even then, I heard that you might not feel beat up sometimes at some point in time. I'm just saying full picture. I'm just saying full picture. That's all. You might feel discouraged. What it might boil down to, maybe you would feel discouraged on a level. Potentially, I don't know. But you can only do what you can. Hopefully that you're able to, and that you're enabled to. I'm sure that you are able to make much good regardless, big picture. Maybe we're talking about the one-offs or the things that get under your skin, or the situations that not everything goes perfect every single time. Just thinking about different things, just thinking about different things in there. Yeah, different nods to to the situation, as it were. This is what I'm seeing for you. That's what I'm seeing for you. But I think you could find some real fulfillment. Even if coming out of a 5 energy, of a challenge energy, and then coming into this completion, like kind of perfect feeling, it's really excellent. It feels like it's something that you could like adapt to and then really excel at. Blah. Really just take off in it. Take off, just kick butt. You would be excellent, I feel like, and way better than maybe you would think. And maybe it's a way different direction than you had anticipated for yourself. That's what I'm seeing. All right. Before I mince it to mincemeat. That's what I got for you, Lilith. Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. What an interesting read. I feel invigorated for having read that. So, thank you back. Thank you back. I appreciate you with your time and bringing your life out here. Bringing your most trusted questions. I deeply appreciate you. So yeah, shine on you as well. What a beautiful sentiment. Regardless, we are here. Taz, what you got for us? We got a Taz on the board. Let me know. Let me know if you are Taz. And shout out to the 7 viewers we got rocking with us. Hey, shout out to Taz over here. We're doing quality reads. We're doing quality reads on this show, so we're proud of that. It's worth the wait. Yeah, appreciate. First off, thank you for subbing. Thank you for subscribing. We appreciate you, Taz. You're the best. Second off, thank you for your patience. You've been kicking it with us for a minute, so very cool. Very cool kicking it with us on this Halloween, on this Samhain. It's cool. We cool like that. So we're gonna get your question, get y'all read up. Let's see, who do I have on this list now? Like I says, Taz, Santana, and Zach. All right, we closing the list. All right, that's it. That's it. I do no more. All right. If you didn't get in the list, you did not get in the list. Okay, that's it. We're gonna stop at Zach because I will be on until 5 in the morning. All right. I will appreciate that, Taz. We're gonna do our best for you. So, question being, I'd like to know about a guy named Yogesh. Is he interested in me? When is he likely to take the initiative or propose? Or does he expect me to make the first move and hint that I am interested in him? I love reading. We're going to go to these. I should say. Quality readings, no doubt. I feel like we got through like 4 readings. We did not. We got through the collective, Elmar, Jean, and Lilith. Oh, and DJ Forecast. All right, we got DJ in there. Oh, no, it won't let you. Oh, is it like the characters or something? Live chat. Blocked words. We have no blocked words. Okay, boom. Maybe try it now. Maybe try it now. I think try it now. That's all I could do. If you try it one more time, but if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. I changed the setting. Although now we no longer have potentially inappropriate comments held for review. Or chats, I mean. So I don't know. But hopefully it shows. But if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Lilith, thank you for trying. Nope. I don't know. I'll have to look at the settings then. We'll see. See if there's something keeping y'all from being able to post it. I don't know if it has characters or what. Oh well. Thankfully it's not too long of a list, but still. Alright, so let's take a look right here. So I do see you're respected, alright? Over here we have a mature woman sitting upright. Okay. But I do see love, heart being in the hidden position. Mask sitting out front. Communication, but it seems like they want your ear. Time is hidden. Are they wasting your time? I don't know. Why is that love hidden? Why is the love hidden? We're going to find out more about this. Death sitting in reverse, but they're not letting you go. They want something. 11. Interesting. See, that's the sex card. That's the sex card. New beginning. New beginning. Child. We have you set right there. More on this. But they're not taking a risk towards it. Tell me about this first. I have a little something, but I'm waiting on it. Okay, definite clarification. Okay, thank you. Nope, not giving us that one. Give me one more, Spirit. I think we're nearly there. We're like 90%. Okay, I just don't think it. I don't think he's going for it. I'm just not getting the. I'm not getting the strong attraction. I don't think there's something there. I don't know. All right. I don't think his emotions, or I don't think you get along. I don't think y'all click. There's something that doesn't match up here. All right. Maybe you're not his type, I think. I think it's something more along the lines of that. I don't think necessarily that he's not attractive or that he wouldn't go for it, but I think he's not going for it because maybe different type. Maybe he has a different type. I don't know. I feel like he's kind of being nice, all right, with this mask. I feel like he's acting nice, or with communication here. He's just being nice, all right? He's being nice. I don't think he's interested. But maybe there's something that keeps him around. Maybe it's something else. Like, I don't know, work or environment. Something that, you pass by each other, or you're around each other, but I don't see him making a move towards you. I don't see him taking this risk. He's not showing up with any type of committal energy. Oh, okay. This is I thought this was main male. This is main female. I feel like you're not the one for him. I'm just getting a no. I'm getting no kind of energy. I'm sorry. There's a lot of no's over here. I do get that he respects you. I just think that he's not taking his chance because I don't know. Well, I'm getting the mask and I'm getting the communication. So I'm getting the communication like flattery or showing some type of like communication here. With the mask, that's where I perceive deception. And so maybe it's on behalf of his respect for you, or maybe there's something that you have some, I don't know, maybe you have some type of money or like status, something you can do for him in that sense of the regard. It is showing female with commitment in reverse though, and I did get love in a hidden position, so I'm just kind of scratching my head about these. But I also got sex in reverse, so I just seems like he's just not with the mask and communication upright. It seems like he's kind of telling you a story, or like keeping. Maybe he knows. Maybe he's playing with that. Maybe he feels like you're interested, or he can use your interest as a way to maneuver you or situations. It seems to me like he wants to take advantage of you in some way. See, the growth energy and the cycle energy. I'm getting this cycle energy. I keep getting this cycle energy. No, but it's something about the relationship. It's something about the connection. I feel like he wants to take advantage of you. I feel like he wants to get something out of it. All right, that's what I get that it's a situation that you would like, but that he's looking at it more from a business aspect. There's something in it for him, and I don't think it's love. I don't think it's love. I don't think it's sex. I don't think it's commitment. But I do see this cycle and this cycle, and so I see him getting tangled up with something that he won't let go of, and I feel like he's wasting time. All right? But he thinks something of you is like what you've earned or your status or your position, and it's something like that. And I feel like that's the opportunity that he's speaking to. And that's what he's interested in or has this mask for. I feel very strongly about this. This is a pretty clear read to me. It's not the read I want to deliver. It's not the read I want, but that's what I got. All right. I mean, easy, you know. Yeah. Usually I do one more layer here. I do the Heart of Hearts. In the Heart of Hearts, truly does not feel no strong feelings. I feel truly no strong feelings. I think you should. I think you should. There's nothing in this energy here that says like there's nothing. There's zero in this energy here. I quite don't like the. I can sense the energy. I can feel the energy, and it just feels like a deceiving kind of thing. It's he has your interest, and he knows he has your interest, or he knows probably that he gets interest, and he's used that to see what he can get out of you. And he's not objectionable to the idea of getting benefit from your interests, which I don't think is a really good situation for you, Taz. I mean, you get what you want, but you get used for it, and I don't think that's cool for anyone. I think he's cowardly, but I think it's his mask. It is his mask because he's cowardly, because this communication is tied with the mask. He speaks not the truth. He speaks deception. And death is in reverse. He can't let go of you because he would have to say the truth. But all he says is the veneer, is the paint on the surface. Yeah, this one came clear. This one definitely came clear. Yeah, too many things, too many things. Now I know. Now I remember why these cards are so worn. Yeah, you would not be the first one on this on the read like this. But yeah, no, it's very specific. It's very specific. We read 3 layers. They all lined up. I'm with it. That's what I say. That's what I got. But you know what's better is not wasting your time. That's far better. Yeah, we could pull one more. I'll check you out. Any advice from me as he meets me daily? Yeah, there's something there. As far as like, I don't know why you come across each other. You're and it might be for those reasons too why he, I don't know, saves face like that. Any advice for the Taz? I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. You give me clean flips or you give me nothing cards. Okay, so just move with your commitments. You know, make your moves, do what you know you need to do, be committed to your truth, what it is that you're doing, right? And don't fall into the confusion. Don't play the mental game, the mind games, all right? Of falling into this wondering what's in somebody else's head. Because those are the games that he's using against you. It's like when you try to figure out what he's thinking, then you lose your security in your path. Right? And all of a sudden you don't know which way to go because you're caught in his maze. You're caught in the maze of him playing games because he's not a straight shooter. His game is that he shows you a mirror so you don't see the maze and you see, oh, well, I want to go places. I want to, that's not what he's offering. He's just showing you what you're showing him. What you're showing him. Yeah. He's showing it back to you. But that's not what he has to offer. He's over here with the maze. It's a maze. So it's this mirror effect, I feel. And it throws you off your balance because you start losing your bearings, The compass spins because it hits a magnet. Yeah, exactly. 1,000%. 1,000%. Lilith Phoenix is right on the money. You wouldn't not know. You wouldn't not know. It would be for sure. You would be like a dog. Well, I think we can do it to ourselves, maybe with the mental. I think it could be that fast for somebody to like be very sensitive to, not taking advantage or being in that deceptive type of an energy of being like seeing seeing something they could take advantage of that quickly. And then, being like selfish, I don't know, in that way and letting that selfish take over, right? I would just have my guards up, I've had energies come by here and I have nothing but good things to say about things. I didn't see anything bad. That's what's crazy to me. I pull this out and I could have something good or I could have something bad. But I could do this and it could be something and it could be like 30 different bads. And it'd be like, how does it all? And then I come back to it and it's like, well, it's like 30 different goods. And it's like, that's good and that's good and that's good and that's good and that's good. And it's just when it, after a while, I just kind of like, yeah. Yeah. It's easy to lean on, but I'm telling you. I tell you straight like you've seen, I feel like you get confusion. So your best is to be focused on what it is that you're about, and that you are going to see through your commitments and not wind up in the mental maze of falling into this dude's energy. Genuinely. Think so. Yeah, some dudes find rejuvenation or confusion is deceptive and destructive. It's like it's like he's bathing in your good energy. Yeah, he's taking advantage of your good energy. That is exactly right. Ah, you got it. You got it. She's right. She's right. No, yeah, it's like a bath. Like he's like, oh, it feels so good because he's getting the attention that he wants. You're giving him attention. It's attention, you know. It's that, you know, he needs to be desired, to get that attention, right? And it's like all that good energy that he's getting off of you is like, yeah, like she said, he's showering in it. He's like, ah, the shower. Oh, it feels so good. Oh, Tess feels so good. You know, that's what it is because you're drawn to him because it's but you can ignore him. You can absolutely ignore him. Like you don't have to talk to him. You don't have to like. I mean, I get that. So what? Like you're gonna go and then what? He's gonna go up there and he's gonna start talking to you. Yeah. I feel like you, but dial it back. You know, Taz. You know, if anything, do a stretch and a good thing is to circle back to you. Like just like make it all about you for a little bit and just see how that conversation goes. You know, is he around for long? He'll probably won't. He is my therapist. Like he's your actual therapist. All right. Oh, tarot. Oh, the tarot card. Oh, the tarot board. Y'all gotta be kidding me. What do you, what? Tass, what? Uh, oh my god, Tass. Tass. Tass, you threw us for a loop, you know? Oh my gosh. The smiley says it all. He's your therapist. Oh my goodness. Well then he wants your money. He wants you to keep coming to therapy, Taz. Maybe he knows you like him and he's just keeping you there to. You lead. Man, you leading us on a wild one here, Taz. Alright, look, I'm gonna say don't play head games with him, alright? You go there for a reason. You stick to your commitments, alright? And do not play these head games and trying to get him this, like, is there a thing or isn't there a thing? I think you're just doing it to yourself a little bit, though. That's just what I'm getting with this maze card, alright? I get you're going, you got your direction. Taz is, you know, she's got her goals, alright? These are goals. You got your goals. You're moving towards something. You're doing something with yourself, alright? You're getting that therapy. Bro, I'm trying to tell you. All right, rule number. First off, you can't get in a relationship with your therapist. That's like rule one of therapy. And if he is like, that's bad therapy. Like he's not. He's a bad therapist. If he's getting in a relationship with you, then he's a bad therapist. I'm just saying you probably shouldn't be getting in your probably shouldn't be getting in relationships with your therapist. All right, there needs to be a clean line. There's a lot of people in the world. You don't need to date your therapist. All right, not the least of which someone who is profiting from, or someone who is paid to listen to your problems, quote unquote. Um, that is not somebody that. Oh God, Taz, no, Taz, don't. Oh, oh, Taz, I know, Taz, I know. Oh, I know, Taz. Taz, we're okay. I know it's because he's being paid to do so, and he's really good at being a therapist. This is. Oh, I don't mean to laugh. Okay, Taz, I'm so serious though. I'm so serious. All right. I'm so look, the answer is in these cards, you guys. The answer is literally right here. Like we have the answer. It's already in. Tarot's already done it. All right? I'm just saying, look, he's your physical therapist. All right, stream's over. We're going home. I'm done. I'm done. Screen's off. We're going home. Bye. You bro. Now it's your physical therapist? All right, you said he knows everything about you. And he's your physical therapist? Now, he actually, yeah. You know what? Super plot twist. He is fair game. You're very valid. Yeah, that changes everything. So if he's not your mental therapist, if he's not your psychological therapist, so if he was your physical therapist, I don't know. I think you would like really know that he was into you, wouldn't you? Like, wouldn't he be like, really spotting you on those squats if he was like, yeah, this is the wildest reading. This reading went from a, you know, hot tea to a hot coal. And this thing's crazy right here. I, I, I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is. Well, shout out Taz. I don't know. Maybe you can lead him in the right direction, but I don't know. If he's fair game, you're paying him to be a physical therapist, and he's helping you treat your injury. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, maybe you're making the man uncomfortable. I don't. Right? Because now there's like this whole money and therapy thing that puts the other reading into so much like other context now. Like now I know why he can't go, why he can't let you go. I know why he can't drop you as a client. And I mean, if you've got a lot of work to do, like the man's got work to do. He's got a lot of you got physical therapy to do. Taz, he's looking at the big picture. He's trying to get you therapized. Well, he's trying to heal you. Your recovery. Yeah, I agree. A physical therapist would probably be willing to, fill his time slots. So there's a possibility there. I mean, so all right. All right. Trusty dusty cards. You like that? You like that? He could fill his time slots, or fill yours, as it were. Your conversations are not normal conversations. Well, then he already knows what time it is, all right? Then maybe you just need to be like totally go for it and be like, well, like just assume the one. Be like, well, you come home with me, or you know, that means you're taking me out on a date or something like that. Like just like call him on it. You know what I mean? Shoot that shot like a arrow straight from Cupid's bow. Right? Yeah, yeah, just like you definitely could. But I think you could be like right near there, without necessarily asking for it per se. You can still be asking for it without asking for it. Shoot. All you really got to do is look, the right look, and you'll be asking for it without asking for it. But maybe he's being a little, maybe he's playing possum because of his, professional obligations. Well, time is money, so there's got to be something there. Clearly he's interested. You got to drop a hint, Even that. I mean, that's innocent while still being like a total bridge. Like a total, oh. You drop the hint, and it's the hint that's like, okay, like if they didn't. I mean, you know what though? Maybe I'm getting a similar thing. I'm getting a similar thing right here. But this is other people. So this is suggesting like maybe more of a player energy. And so we have that. But also just no time. No time. Possibly working on something with the 22 want to show up. Master Builder. This is the sex card. Again, sit in reverse. Other people. Other options. So there's a possibility that maybe more of his time's going towards other options. Or he's working on building something. And he simply has no time for this. Well, that's the trope, right? Like, that's the classic. Oh, he's a physical therapist, of course, I am getting the player energy, all right? Let's see. And that may be what it is, because we got Anchor over there with the other option. We have Moral on reverse. And we have Sun in reverse. Maybe you don't know this side of him. And so maybe there's something here that you don't know. Maybe you don't know. Maybe you don't know what type of time that he's on. All right, when it comes to maybe other people. Or when it comes to things that he's making time for and what he's actually doing. But I feel like his interests are definitely drawn or split. And so I think there's a reason, there has to be a reason why he's too busy, right? Or like he's just not, like otherwise why wouldn't it? It would work out like naturally. It would flow, like water, right? It flows, it follows the mountain path, it follows the stream, the rocks, the path of least resistance, right? There's a path of least resistance. There's a liking. You like the dude. That you're physical with each other. And yet there's something that's more natural than that. You got to dig deep. I mean, he could well be. He could well be. Scorpio. Interesting. House of shared resources, sex, death, transformation, and of course, the we of the zodiac. I do feel like Scorpios be a little into themselves. They be like little something new. So he could be trying to lift something off. Could be trying to get something started here. Something he's putting all this time into. Now this could be something that you don't know about, something that's hidden, something you don't see. Also could be something maybe not legal. I don't know. I don't know what he's involved with. All right, we have that moral card. Maybe this is something you might not approve of. And so maybe this is that other life that maybe he has another life. He does some things you might not approve of. And so that's why, he kind of keeps it separated, kind of cuts things, between the two. Maybe. I don't know. But with cycle, something pulling him away or something he's invested towards. It does seem like a decision that he's making. Anything towards here? The only any real energy I've got over here is like with you. And then here maybe now this is cycle and this is sex. This is cycle, this is sex. And this is, this is a lust energy and this is also sex, but it's in a reverse. So this could suggest like, the cycle of therapy. It could also suggest sex. This one's sex reverse, but this one's also lust. So I don't feel like he's less lusting, and maybe it's more of a foundational thing. So it's a familiarity type of an attraction. So there's an attraction with you here from him because you're familiar. And so that's why he's attracted to you, is because you're familiar. And of course he's getting your good energy, right? Yeah, I feel like you're just, one of his options, at the end of the day, one of many clients, I think he's just got other things going on, maybe things you might not even approve of, or he moves in a different way. You might not approve of these other options, I don't know, or someone who's, being a player and isn't really, looking to do that per se, is, could well be. But again, I think I get a sense there's a familiarity. So I just want to put that out there of like you being around or keep coming around. And he's like, well, yeah. I think that's kind of the energy. Throw that out there. It is here. I mean, it is here. I'm not saying it's not. Anything on the rollout, on the finish, do let me know. General advice forwards. We'll take this one down. Confusion. I don't think you have a lot of answers here, or I think your head's still not sure which way to go. Remember, the advice was to come out of the confusion. I think you're in your own head about things, and I think you've got a lot more answers than maybe necessarily you're willing to believe or accept. I do feel like you're being urged in a new direction. Something else for you to explore, something else for you to find. I think so. Yeah, this is movement energy. I feel like this is moving away, finding a new direction, new cycle for yourself, something to learn, to discover, something new, new chapter, and coming out of this confusion energy for your advice. And that's what I have. That's what I have on it. Well, the suggestion is to move on and move forward. I could say that much. Will you find someone? I'm sure you will. You know. That's a roller coaster of a read. You're going to have to get me on another day on that one. I'm woof. That was wild, Taz. You well, you know what? You did not disappoint. All right, Taz did not disappoint, y'all. She brought it and then some. That's got to go down. That was one of the great wild reads. Wow. Oh my goodness. See, this is why I gotta this is why I gotta keep showing up. I gotta keep showing up for this hot tea. For these hot toddies. Oh, thank you, Taz. Thank you for making the wild reading, for being the wild reading of the night with your wild self. We live a wild life, we do. All right, we're closing out. All right, it's nearly 4. It is 4 a.m. It's 4 a.m. over here. All right, I think I gotta shut it down. I don't even know if we have time. All right, y'all say what you got. If you are here, say it. But we're like powering through the reads, or we're going down because I gotta work tomorrow. All right, we ain't hanging out. We been hung out. We did the hangout thing. We up in 2.5 hours. I know that tea was spiked with some. Lee got me woke up. No, stop. That was fun. Taz, you gotta give us an update on what's going on with the physical therapist. I thought it was your real therapist, and I thought we were gonna have like a PSA moment where like we had to tell the channel like, hey, we don't need to be dating our therapist, y'all. It's cool, you know. We're gonna heal as a as a tribe, as a collective. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna wean ourselves off our therapists, and that's just what it is. Yes. You're gonna spoil us with your new update. We're gonna hear about how your exercise session ran a little long, ran a little late, and we can get all the details. Okay. All right, Taz. I wish the best for you with your situation. Come on back, run back. Yeah. How was that? How's that for your for a new channel, for hanging out with us tonight? I think that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Live. That's what I'm saying. When is your next live? Ooh, now you're talking. Now you're talking the language, Taz. How dare you? No kidding. Holding me to things. I can't believe it. Let's see. So I'm taking a look at the schedule. Let me look at my work schedule. All right. We're going to get official. Y'all hold my feet to the fire. All right. Guaranteed I show up on a Monday. Guaranteed I can show up on a Monday. What time works best for y'all? Do y'all think this is a nighttime channel? Or you think I think it's a nighttime channel. I think we have more fun at night. We kind of hang out, do our thing. I like this time slot. No one's in our way, you know? The world's more open. It's more free at night. As long as it's not in 4 months. No, absolutely. Lilith. Anytime but 4 months. I know, I'm going to tell y'all Monday and it's going to be 4 months. All right. Yes. I love you all so much. So very much. To the moon and back, I do. For me to you. Let's do it again. Monday at the same time, all right? You can hold me to it. I love you guys. Well, y'all, happy Halloween. Saw Wayne. It is 4 a.m. over here in the Great Blue. Houston, Texas. We're gonna link up. You know what? If I said same time, that would be like 1:30 in the morning. Oh, she said it. That's bad. You're the best. That's so bad. She said we come hunt you down. Y'all. Ah, hearts. I love you guys. Y'all made me smile so much and laugh so much. I literally had an infinitely better day for coming on here and interacting with you guys. I hope you felt the same. I hope you had the same. And we do what we set out to do, make the world a bit brighter every day in every way. So keep living, keep loving, keep laughing, and we will see you on the other side. Sleep well. Peace, peace.